You hired someone from online, I believe, a resume writer and LinkedIn profile writer. What made you decide that it was the avenue that you want to go for?
Oh yeah, so basically the immigrants who come to Canada have there is a drastic difference between the resume that we craft there back in other countries and the one which we craft here in Canada, right? So understanding the nuances of how to write, how to structure, how the keywords have to be included, Canadian experience, everything comes into play. So I wanted to understand how that works out. That's one of the primary reasons why I hired a resume writer. But then what happened there is like it didn't work out for me, so I wasn't that that happy with the rest. So I generally had a sort of I would say a stereotyping when it came to the career mentors or coaches in the LinkedIn profiles of career coach, trying to see what they have been doing last few years, including the testimonials from clients and all those things. So something somewhere, some spark came in through, and I thought, okay, I might connect with Sweta and maybe why not try her out and see how it works out.
This is what the problem that majority deals with. They go after the fancy template, that's what you said, and they go after like keywording, stuffing, and stuff like that. In the paper, it looks good, but it does not actually tell employers that I want to hire this person. So what happened after? Within a couple of weeks of working together, what happened? You got multiple offers. You were so excited.
Well, yeah, so like when we worked together, I was trying to identify the niche that I worked in. So previously it was like including everything that I did in my resume. So what used to happen is like the recruiters used to they used to think as to where should I fit this guy in.
Now he got multiple offers. Now we're comparing the clarity from day one. And when he went into the employers, he already knew how to brand, himself. And when I gotten email from him like left and right, I'm like, I'm getting this. I was so excited.
Oh yeah, you're right. Like I would say that you are like working with you had, as you said, like you had pulled these things out from me. Trying to make me understand where I was lacking, trying to make me understand how to think about the niche and all those things. So, which I hadn't seen. So, I wanted a second pair of eye to look at my resume and see what it was lacking. So, yeah, it was really, really helpful. And yeah, your assumptions are true.
Now, I know that you got offer from Accenture, and then you went to right after that, you went to BMO, career consulting or hiring someone. Do you feel like it's still tabooed as weakness, or do you feel like you've done the investment? And what are your thoughts on it?
So I would I would definitely consider it as an investment because so uh, it's like the therapy, right? Like if you're not mentally well, you go to a therapist, try to get it, try to see what you can do in that. So each even for the job, you need some sort of mentors, you need some sort of coach to see what you can fix, sort of SMEs who have seen it all. So getting someone who is experienced to help you write a resume or help you identify the niche that you have is always better. It's an investment, but getting the right person is the is sometimes tough. But if you get it right, then it's good.
And you didn't have to show it to the world that you're vulnerable. And I thank you so much for actually raising an awareness, because if you got PMP, someone gets PMP, they flash it like, hey, I got PMP, but no one's willing to write that and say, I got help and it worked for me.
Thank you so much, Sweta, for inviting me in. I have been listening to a lot of stories before, so that has inspired me most of the time. So I'm sure that if people listen to a real story, they might get inspired. They might get some positive thoughts, some positive state of mind that yes, there is like light at the end of the tunnel.
He got fantastic results. one thing, are you clear on what you want? What are you going to do about it? If you're clear and if you don't know how to brand yourself in resume and articulate in an interview, if you're not getting hired, it's time to reflect and see what are you doing wrong and get help as well. And I'm here, and you can book appointment with me or Immigrant in Canada and people who are laid off as well, because I walked the miles in their shoes and I get it. I get your emotions, and that's where I can help you.